Hey, what's up, Reefers? So as you can see, in the last week I filled the tank up with fresh water to make sure everything is running fine and there's no leak, and it has been going well. So a little quick update. When I bought the tank, it came with the Radion Generation 1. I believe it's the XR30W Gen 1, again, LED lights. And even though Gen 1 is a great light, I thought about kind of hanging up from the ceiling, but then I realized that even if I hang the light, the power cable still has to like run through the back, so there will still be it'll still look kind of messy. So I figured, okay, then in that case, let's not even deal with drilling holes in the ceiling, and I just went ahead and bought the Radion light arms. The arms, I think the model number is like RMS. It costs $90 for this. Is metal here. Well, metal here, metal. Actually, no. Yeah, it's all metal. Plastic down here at the clip. Plastic over here. It's definitely overpriced for what it is, but you know, whatever. Because there's not too many other good solutions out there, so I went ahead and just bit the bullet and bought it. And so far, I mean, it looks great with the light on. I actually sent the light back because there's an issue with the fan. So I just used this opportunity to just upgrade it to a Gen 3. It's going to cost me an extra $175, but I figure if I'm going to fix the fan anyways, which is $25, may as well just pay a little bit more and get the latest version, Gen 3. And I'll do a review of it after I get it back. But yeah, just want to give you a quick update. As you can see, meanwhile I put my betta in there. Before, betta was living in a little vase, so right now he got like 45 gallon of water volume to kind of swim through, so he's a happy camper for now until it's time to convert this into a reef tank. So since last week I fixed up the bulkhead, put in the missing piece, and like painted the return pipe black, which looks a lot cleaner, by the way. Before it was like a white pipe right there, so you can see something's going on, but right now it kind of blends in pretty well. You may be noticing, what's up with that little white dot right there? That's actually a piece of rock. It looks like a replug that the previous owner put in, which I guess I can grow some Montipora zoas or even like green star polyp on there in the future, so I don't mind it too much. So again, right now in the tank it's just fresh water. I'm just letting my betta kind of take the space while we have it. And I want to show you a little bit under the hood, and you notice there's like a loud hum right now, and that's from the pump. The Anaheim, I'm not even sure what model it is, I'll find out. But that's because the pump is sitting directly on the acrylic at the bottom. So I actually have in order a silicone mat that I'll be putting underneath this, and hopefully that'll dampen the sound. Because right now this is actually the vibration from the sump, not quite operating sound. Operating sound, it'd be like this. You can still hear it, but it's a lot more quiet versus like if I lay it down, it's like this. You hear this? If I lift it up, it'd be like this. So hopefully with the silicone mat, it'll dampen the sound, and I'll definitely do a quick video of it once I get it in. Okay, so in the back, this the return is pretty well thought out by a previous owner, so I didn't change it much. Here's the okay. So water comes down here, this main pipe, and this you can swirl it around to fit the sump best, and this seems to work best. All these pieces are modulated, meaning that you can take it apart and you can clean it. So water comes down here from the tank into the sump, and it hit the skimmer, which is not turned on yet. And once it hit the skimmer, it's gonna go through this little ledge, overflow into the main compartment, and here's where the sump pump is. And the pump is gonna pump the water back up this hose, back into the water return, and it will go up the back and come out the spray nozzle, the double spray nozzle, double head spray nozzle. The reason he did not use a pipe for this section is that he used a rubber tube, is because that is it allows me to push it out of the way to fit more equipment, for example like the skimmer. So I think that's great, and this tube is new, so there's no chance of leaking, hopefully, crossing my fingers. And for this section, this is actually a refugium, and I have the pump actually in box already. I just haven't hooked it up yet. I want to get everything else set up first. What's going on is there will be a small pump here, pumping water into the refugium compartment. and I'll have a light here that I'm gonna clip on. It may actually come in today as well, and we'll grow some macroalgae, deep sand bed here, and again the water is gonna when it overflow, it'll flow back in the main compartment, hopefully get pumped up. Now the previous owner did kind of recommend maybe having like a piece of PVC or a rubber hose coming out this way, so I can draw water a little bit higher off the ground, because like if there's sand that comes through the tank and settle in the sump, it's going to be at the bottom, and chances are I don't want to like suck up those sand or the dirt or debris and have it go back in the main display. So I may have a PVC pipe coming out, point it a little bit upwards so that it will take water a little bit higher. So we'll see, but I'll be tweaking that in the following weeks or so. So this is just a really quick update. Basically I have the tank all hooked up in terms of like the major plumbings, and I'm just test running it. Things seems to be going well, no leak, thank goodness, knock on wood, knocking. And everything else seems alright. And I'm just waiting for a light to come back from Ecotech to be for the upgrades, and I think the light should actually get here in maybe 2 or 3 business days. A great company, by the way, and I'll talk more about it later when the light actually comes back. Skimmer, I think, actually no, I'll probably save the skimmer for later. I want to run the system for a little bit first, for at least like maybe 4 or 5 days to make sure there's no leak before I do anything else with it. And I actually ordered some base rocks from, I think it's called Florida Reef Cleaners. Seems like everybody's recommending them. So talk to the owner there, order about 50 pounds of dry rocks, supposedly coming from Florida. It's like an old reef, old inland reef. So everybody say it's really porous, really light, got great shape. So we'll see how it goes. So quick updates, and thank you again for listening to my babble. So I'll talk to you guys later.